Welcome back, Pipers and tobacco enthusiasts ages 21 and over. My name is Ben, and I'm going to tell you a story about how I got into smoking pipes. You're watching Expand Your Palate. So, if you watched my last video, about how I got into cigars, if you haven't, I'll link it below, or I'll link it at the end of the video, or I'll link it somewhere. But that's a good video. But this video is about pipes and how I got into them. So, I had been smoking cigars for about 8 months or so, and my father gave me a couple of pipes that belonged to my grandfather. By the way, I'm smoking Nightcap in one of my grandfather's pipes. Hold on, let me see if I can. I think it's focused in. I really wish it would focus up there, but I'm not fucking around with my camera right now. But this is one of my grandfather's pipes, and I'm smoking Nightcap. But my dad gave me a couple of pipes, and when he gave them to me, I really didn't have any interest in them at all. I didn't, I was so into cigars. I was like, cool, pipes. What am I, an old guy? Like, I really had no interest in them at all. But I started looking up things about them, and I found somewhere, I don't know where I found it, but I found somewhere that a lot of guys that smoke cigars will take their cigar when it's close to being done, and they'll stick it in their pipe and they'll finish it in the pipe. And I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever seen. I was like, oh, that's interesting, whatever. So I started doing that. Here are some pictures. I did that for 2, maybe 3 months, and I started thinking it's kind of weird, it's kind of weird. I'm not doing it all the time. It's not something that I'm walking out in public and have a half a cigar hanging out of a pipe. I thought it looked weird, so I stopped doing it. And then I took this pipe and the others that I had, which at the time were this one, and I don't know what this is. I have no idea. I've done some research. I can't figure out for the life of me what this is, but that was one of them. This was one of them. Really hope that's focusing. This is a Savinelli. Really nice looking Savinelli, yeah. And that was it at first. Those were the first. There was one other, but it doesn't have the stem broke. I left it at home. But I took those pipes and I put them in a shoebox. And I just kind of let them sit in storage for quite some time. And I just kind of forgot about them. Didn't pay them any mind, didn't really have any interest in them. Grateful that I got them, but more so because they were my grandfather's and they're nice to have, and less so because I wanted to smoke them. And then one day my girlfriend and I went to a thrift store, and one of the walls of things at this thrift store, the whole wall was 50% off. And I'm looking around, and I find this beauty. I find this absolute unit of a pipe holder and tobacco holder. Now, the tag says 12 bucks. And, you know, you're not going to be able to see that. It says 12 bucks on it. So 50% off. I got this beautiful piece of wood and glass and sexiness for $6. And I took it home and I did some research, and I found one online that looks damn near identical. I'll leave a photo. Damn near identical for almost 200, 250 bucks, whatever it was. It was a lot of money. So I was real giddy. I was like, all right, this is cool. You know, I don't know if that one is like a real, you know, really worth 250. It might be like a knockoff version, but still pretty cool. So me being me, I'm like, oh shit, I have pipes. Let me go get those. So I go to my storage unit and I grab the pipes that I do have, and I put them together with this, and I take some pictures and I send it to my dad, and I'm like, yo, this is so cool, blah, 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 blah. And then I start getting into them. I start looking more things up, and then my dad's like, hey, I think Pap had a few more. So he dug around, and just recently he came out to visit, and he brought me this one. Really hope that's focusing. I would cry if I had to redo this entire video because this isn't focusing. He brought me this funky looking one. Oh shit, I keep getting like a lens flare thing because of the sun. This funky looking one. And this, I believe this is a Savinelli. And Oscar, yeah, it's a Savinelli Oscar Elite. Big ass bowl. Nice looking pipe. Beautiful looking pipe. Haven't smoked any of these yet. This one is my favorite. It's a GBD. This is my favorite. But this is the one I've been smoking the most of. So I'm telling him, I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I found this pipe stand, and you know, this, that, the third, whatever. And he's like, all right, cool. Let me bring you out some more pipes. And before you know it, I've got 7 pipes, a really cool pipe stand, and now a new addiction. So I go online and I just go fucking buck wild. And I've been smoking pipes now for 2 months, 2.5 months. And my pipe collection, I'll put a picture. I think I'm up to about 37 pipes. Got a couple of really beautiful ones. I got 2 Meerschaum. I got 2 Meerschaum pipes that I really love. Just got a couple of really, really nice ones. And I'm excited to show you guys. So in every video, if I do a tobacco review or whatever, I'm hoping to show off a different pipe in each video. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much how I got into them. I wish there was more to the story, but there really isn't. I had no interest in them, just like the cigars. If you go watch the cigar video, it's like I had no interest in them at all. They weren't even a thought on my radar. And then I discovered them, and then I just fell in love with them. And I have my personality is very, like, you know how some people will get into something and they'll like hyper focus on it. and then they'll just completely forget about it and not really be interested in it anymore. I'm like that, except I don't forget about it and lose interest in it. Like, I get super into things and I'll start collecting things, but then I don't stop. I just love, it's like I just learned a new thing and now I love it, and it's like my thing now, and it's fun. I like it. But I guess to make the video a little bit longer, I guess we could take some closer. Oh, you know what? Totally forgot to show you guys my grandfather's pipe stand. I'm gonna put it here and grab my camera and give you a real good view of it. He signed everything he owned. He signed. He put his signature on absolutely everything. So you can see, he puts his initials on there, and then it's from 1956. And I mean, it is just beautiful. Look at that. Walnut wood. And while I'm showing you that, we could take a closer look at some of the pipes. I have no idea what this is. A lot of these I haven't looked at a lot. I haven't done a lot of research on them. Wow, what a nice shot. I love this camera. This is crispy. But I haven't done a lot of research on these, so I don't really know what this is. I mean, I can read it right now. It's a Ayabago?
What?
You guys aren't going to be able to read that. Cap Belton Deluxe. It's a very odd shaped pipe. I've never seen something like it before. This is the Savinelli, which just fits in that stand so perfectly. Look at that. Oh my god, look at that. Fucking gorgeous. And it's a bigger bowl than it looks on camera. It really is a fat one. And I like these bigger bowls for smoking any Latakia blend. I love a good Latakia. This is the pipe from the pictures earlier. This is the one I was putting the cigars in. And I love the gold acrylic stem. Such a nice pipe. He had a lot of Savinellis. I mean, when I say a lot, he had 3, I think, or 2, but he didn't have any Petersons or anything. He had Savinellis, he had, what is it, Dr. Grabo, and a lot of GBDs. This one really is my favorite, though, in terms of overall, like, design. It's a beautiful pipe. When my dad brought me this pipe, it had tobacco in it. The bowl was packed. It had looked like, you know, it had been smoked and the dottle just hadn't been taken out. And it's like, it's crazy to think that tobacco has been sitting in there for 40, 50, whatever, how many years. That's crazy to think about. And this one's pretty good looking. I have no idea what this is. A lot of people have told me that it's like a seconds, some type of seconds of, I don't know what brand. I'll put some pictures of some pipes that look pretty similar to this, but I can't figure out what it is. All it says on it is made in England. Or is it France? What does that say? No, made in London, England. That's all it says on it. Made in London, England. I don't even know if you can read that. But, yeah. So, thanks for watching, guys. I love making these videos. I mean, this is only the second one I've recorded, but it's pretty fun. Plan on making a couple more this week. I really like editing them, honestly, more than I like recording them, if I'm being honest. My camera's fucking hot as hell. It's sitting up on my dash. Anyway, I don't think I'm gonna edit any of that out. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Can't stay there forever. Come on, pick another video. I'm just gonna keep smoking this if you want to join me. There's other videos though.